That's not including the win he's just had.
$100.
Something of a sea change in this match here from the end of the fourth leg onwards when Wright was 3-1 up. Trolle has got a grip on proceedings. The scoring is starting to flow and the setup play is precise to leave double 16 after a dozen darts, and that is to regain the lead at 4-3.
100.
Or to take the lead for the first time in point of fact.
Yes. And he certainly looks the most comfortable and the most likely of the two. Well, it was a match that looked like it was beginning to get away with him, but a 180 in the last leg. Back-to-back 140s to start leg 9. Certainly threatening the break of throw here. He's carved out an opportunity to get one, but...
100.
Oof, what a dart that was. Huge difference, isn't it, between the two finishes. One requires 2 trebles in the combination and a bullseye.
Well, he should come away.
139.
Peter Wright, treble 21st. Treble 17 now. For the bullseye.
96.
Whistles wide and Trolle now with a 2-dart combo to go 1 up with 2 to play.
Super effort. Treble 10 is found and middled, as is the double.
Not a combination that's recommended, by the way.
94.
1-2-4 left when he returns. And we've seen him miss the bullseye for a 1-2-1. Something similar on the menu for Peter Wright.
105.
Like the play from Trolle. Will it all be in vain? Single 14. Do not chase the treble. Ball.
99.
Similar distance away to his previous attempt, slightly different directionally, but Trolle now has a chance to close the door on the former world champion. Options now, can go double-double or hunt that treble down.
74.
Well, you'd have to ask him. Double 8. Well, we've got Chris Mason to explain in a minute, but he's shaking his head, so I'm a bit worried whether he knows or not.
The bus has just gone past and you've thrown me under.
Well,
answers on a postcard.
He's got another chance, and he's ended up with double 11. Should he choose to go directly at it, and I assume he will. Gathers himself. Oh, yes,
Thibaut Trolle.
Well, Thibaut Trolle gets there in the end. Peter Wright shakes his hand.
$58. $82.
Wesley plays you went out to Raymond van Barneveld in round 1 yesterday, so both players looking to pick up their first win in this
89.
triple header of Players' Championship. Average 91.17 in that 6-3 defeat.
58.
I have to be honest, I expected more from Wesley as Mike takes out a very clinical 89 checkout for a $14. Well, they were... No, I'm not going into it.
96.
We haven't mentioned it
Trebles
so far.
The size of razor blades.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. He's using the full expanse of that treble there. Starting to flow a bit now, Mike Kyven, and has a chance here to extend his advantage to 2 clear legs over Wesley Plaisier.
60.
Another there. Oh, yes, for tops. This is really impressive.
Game
oh,
shot.
It's wonderful.
World Cup hero, Daryl Gurney, safely through 6-3. Wadey just getting it done, 6-5, but what an average, 103.11.
97.
Had a ton pluser yesterday, I do believe. Beveridge has beaten Woodhouse. Ratajski has beaten Graham Hall.
100.
Watamina with 105.3, beating Pilgrim 6-4. And Barney safely through.
Went down for treble 19, for up for
94.
treble 20, but couldn't get things started. So, important visit here, you feel, for Wesley Plazier. 16, the single. That was very close to the double. Now he wants tops. Oh, he checks it out beautifully. As Mike Dedecker attempts to defend the title he won so epically in 2024.
Yeah, that was... What a great story that was. Sure, he will give it absolutely everything in his attempt to defend that title.
Well, quite the way to finish a match. Another there. Would have left the bullseye.
92.
And had us out of our seats. But now Mike Kyven can sit us down again and say we're going to play at least one more leg, folks, because he's got it back to 5-4 behind. Well, he's 180 ahead here, Plazier, give or take. Less these, of course.
Still gives, even if he did it a max, it still gives
100.
Wesley 6 from 178.
$83.
Defiant darts here.
121.
So Wesley Plazier looking at the 19 segment.
$55.
To leave tops.
Yep. He's already taken out 142. Not going to be taking out the 136. So Wesley, 3 in
48.
hand for a good win.
Double top for the Dutchman. Double 10 now.
Game shot.
And Wesley Plazier
Wesley Plazier
comes back from 3-1 down against his fellow Dutchman Mike Kyvenhoven. Well, Price would be expected to win this match
162.
by the odds makers and the statisticians, but they don't play darts matches on paper.
Sizel's the sort of paper.
Yeah, well
140.
Thank you for that.
I actually got caught out by that in a pub because I said it in the pub once and someone went, well... And then I had to go through the whole explanation of it.
100.
I said, it's a dartboard. It's
Well,
not a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Like records are for DJs.
Well, don't do that now because we'll miss, if not the majority of the match, the whole match, Chris. You can explain later. Yeah. I look forward to it.
Wow.
Should be absolutely fascinating.
The treble 1 area. Now finds the treble 5. No such issues
180.
for Merv King, who pops in a max.
Which should now set up a 3-1 lead for Mervyn King
134.
against the odds in this match. Got a choice here. Well, now he's doing anything to get to tops.
Game shot.
Finding those trebles
180.
precisely. Oh, this is brilliant from Merv. Chance of another 11 dart leg coming up here.
93.
Double 16.
Game shot.
11 dart break from Mervyn King to move to 5-2 up. He's 3 up with 4 to play now. Also hold twice. Tall order.
83.
The player of his caliber is capable of doing it.
$93.
Just can't get anywhere near that ball. Yeah, again, trying to use it to pick off a 25 to leave him just a one treble combination shot.
137.
All to do now. Looking for 2 treble 19s, double 12, and that lovely approach play from Merv means
98.
3 darts in hand, tops for a 6-2 win.
Mervyn King has dominated this match from the get-go. And
Game
he's
shot
won
and
it.
the match. Mervyn King.
Dominant display, decisive win. Gavin Price, today's tournament favourite, is out in the first round, but he's struggling to get the subsequent hold. Justin Hood has had a maximum in this leg to give him control of it,
134.
and he underlines that.
$100.
The super response.
Game shot.
And that was one element to his game yesterday, that he was on point, and that certainly was the finishing. Yeah, it was iconic, but like you say, fortunately for our sport, things
164.
have moved on.
Pleased that the match play is still at the Winter Gardens, though. I'm very much looking forward to going back there in July, as I'm sure the 32
99.
players that get to grace that wonderful stage will too. Oh, that's a great dart. Will he stay? No, he went ball. I fancy him to stay for another one for double 11, Chris. What did you think?
Yeah, not with Connor on 190. If he'd have been any kind of closer and on a finish, he probably would have stayed there.
65.
I think he was confident enough that he didn't hit the ball. He would be coming back with 3 darts in hand,
shot.
and he's made the right play. That's a 13 dart break of throw, and we're back on throw.
He's in the mood for darting.
$100.
Crucial leg, you feel, for Connor Scott, this, because if he drops another one here, he's 5-3 down and on the brink of defeat from 3-1 up.
58.
If, however, he holds, he's got it back all square.
Yeah, and the timing of the break means that Justin would throw for the match. So
121.
a brilliant dance. Tops after 12. Opponent, I was about to say
180.
way back, not for long.
So this has to go,
Game shot.
and it's gone for each.
First round here of Players' Championship
95.
18. Very nearly complete. Well, of course, at the home of the World Grand Prix,
127.
as Rod was discussing earlier. Slightly different atmosphere at these Players' Championship, of course. They're played in
92.
cubicles, and it's only the players and staff, and of course a player's guest that's allowed to be here, along with the referees and markers.
34.
Oh, and missed darts again.
This time it could be fatal, because Hood is eyeing up tops. He's not threatening tops. He
Game
is
shot and a
now.
match. Justin
And
Hood.
Justin Hood takes full advantage of missed darts at a double and mistakes by Connor Scott.
$100.
Well, that was I think overall a slightly slower visit, but it was well timed and a very rhythmic visit, and that's the key.
44.
Finding a balance, I
Yeah.
suppose, isn't it?
You can be rhythmic without lightning quick, can't you? That's the thing, and that's what
96.
Evans, I think, is looking for. A very nice rhythm without being absolutely gung-ho and spraying them everywhere.
140.
Evans now for 2-0.
$85.
To leave tops, and he will be back because Zonville cannot finish.
$80. Game
2-0
shot.
Evans.
Much tidier. Yeah, this.
You can have Luke Humphries on me. Oh, yes, Niels.
180.
Yes, Niels. Hello.
Not had one yet.
115.
Right. Treble 20, the first target. He's got it. Treble 19. He's got it. Double 12 for a sensational 9-dart leg. It was so
129.
nearly 9-dart Niels. Wow. Electrifying stuff from the Dutch left-hander.
Once the 57
137.
has gone in, I really do fancy him nowadays to hit the 24,
Game
and
shot.
it's a wonderful 10-dart leg in the end. And well, he just needed to stop the rot. He nearly counters with a max. He's just about got his nose in front. Not for long though.
140.
Needs to follow that. I think a single treble visit will be enough. And he
140.
leaves 96, which, well, we've just seen how you do that.
This is on. Bull.
97.
That was for 5-3. He was that near to it. Double on the 19s. On the 19s twice.
Game shot.
Oh, so good he threw it there twice. Well, if he does win from here and have done well, Neil Zonville. He was 3-0 down, remember? And he was also 4-3 down.
139.
And now he's turning it on. And so is Ricky
171.
Evans. Well, this is sensational stuff right at the business end.
It's a proper sporting contest, which is what we love. And
127.
that's beautiful to leave tops. Will he use the ball?
He will not. He'll use tops if he can. Double 10.
Game shot.
Ricky Evans, chapeau. Many times when you thought one player was on top and going to win it, the other player came back and vice versa.
105.
Evans now favourite, but it can still turn.
I think he needs a minimum of a 140. Well, a
100.
ton leaves a finish, but
I thought you were going to confuse us with he needs a minimum of a maximum there, Chris. but I took your point. It's still very tight, though, isn't it?
57.
One visit could change everything.
and we may have just seen it. A troublous visit has still left him way back on 110. If he doesn't take this out, you want to leave it close.
$94.
Good, leave 70. Match start, double 18.
92.
Is missed.
Zonville
Zonville.
should get a match start, shouldn't he, from here? Ooh.
But double 14, and
Game
Neil
shot and the match.
Zonville
Neil
nails
Zonville.
it. Ricky Evans congratulates him warmly. So continues the good work.
Martin Schindler now just outside the
120.
120 with a bounce
Wow.
out, always a good visit, Mace, as I was just saying.
Is this on loop?
Yeah. Mensah hopes not, doesn't he? I mean,
Yeah. It'll be a tough game if he's using two darts.
well, yeah.
180.
Yeah, Schindler just outside the top 16 in 18th position.
140.
We'll be seeing him in the World Match Play. Not too far away
Game
either.
shot.
Dean for Schindler, and he takes the first leg with all those misfortunes for Mensah. And what a story it is to become one of the great darts players.
140.
His ranking has dipped a bit in recent months and years, down into the 60s now. But as you alluded to at the start of the match, Chris, he can still produce performances of the highest quality.
120 scored.
Just not quite as often.
Yeah, well, we've seen it from Merv King against
140.
Gavin Price. It's just how regular you can produce those performances, and if that sort of slightly dips and you're not winning
140.
sort of 60+% of your matches, you will start to slide or stall.
Martin Schindler very much on the up now, to the cusp of the world's top 16, and not difficult to envisage breaking into it pretty soon. Then who knows how far he can get as Mensah takes out the double 8.
64 points the lead, courtesy of that max, plus these.
134.
Oh, and he's found 134 to leave 90. Only a 180 would do, really.
100.
Options 54, 36, or ball for tops. That was the plan. And then went for 225s. 48 left, just confirming with
58.
Owen
Binks, our referee.
Felt he had a bit of time and options because Mensah was back on 188. Sure would have seen a different strategy if
84.
Mensah was on 88.
For sure.
16
Game
for
shot.
the German. And that really is breathing space now for Martin Schindler. Back-to-back legs, a 2-leg lead, only 3 left, and Mensah must win them all to win.
This all stems, Rod, from leg 7, where he missed 2 at tops off of the 97.
180.
Still averaging
140.
in and around 104, and Schindler in and around 106.
Mensah
56.
hanging on now because Martin Schindler has got a chance to end the action, end the contest, put it to bed. Couldn't
46.
do it on that visit, but may get another chance. Well, he will get another chance, obviously.
Yeah, and he's earned that chance because of the early 180 in the leg has just given him that
60.
extra bit of breathing space.
Tops it is. Long bed, double 15. Martin
Game shot,
Schindler
Martin Schindler.
turns over Mensah Sulovic. The winner of this tie will play either Daryl Gurney or Karol Sedlacek in the last 16. That's how the draw
180.
pans out.
Yeah, Sedlacek is 2-0 up over Gurney, early stages there.
$97.
Well, that was a wild one. Got the benefit of knowing that Heta won't be on a
Game
finish.
shot.
It won't matter anyway because Pietreczko around the houses, takes out the 77. Ryan Searle is the first player through to the last 16.
80.
He's beating Martin Drax 6-1, average 108.97, Ryan Searle. He's been having a wow of a day.
$60.
$50 left, stay on that segment for double 16.
$88.
Near miss, but he will be back for double 8. So Heta to break and take the lead mid-match.
62 left. Oh, I like it.
180.
180 to leave 2. Dan Dawson will be pleased with that.
Game shot.
But Damon Heta will be more pleased with that double 8. So the 180 in vain from Ricardo. Big smile, but he's been broken.
Well, a holder throw here for the Australian will mean he's 2 up with 3 to play.
60.
So this is a big leg for both players. at this stage of the match.
$140.
Yeah, it's certainly getting into a crucial part of this game.
$125.
Johnny Clayton 5-2 up over Yitzi van der Waal, who beat Joe Cullen earlier on, and Stephen Bunting has just beaten Richie Edhouse by 6 legs to 3.
97.
Nemo wants double 18. Now the switch. Double 9.
18.
This would be some time to take out the 104. Well, he's hit the treble, so it's double 14 for a 104
90.
out, and he's just the wrong side of the wire. So once again, that's 3 legs in this match now that Pietreczko's had a dart to break the throw, and he's not taking it.
Game shot.
And Heta once again steps in and now leads by 5 legs to 3.
$128.
Well, this is nice from Heta. Oh, that is a great visit. That is a really good visit.
He'll have that for the match unless the German takes this out. Treble 20 needed. Or treble 18, I think he was going for there. Or maybe get caught between about 14 different mines.
72.
Well, he's tidied it up, but it might be in vain. 88 for the match then for the heat. Will be a shot at the ball, is it? It is. Bullseye for the match for Damon Heta.
63.
Match start missed.
So tops to restore some order. And if he misses this double 10, Heta will be back for the match.
30.
And he is back for the match.
9-8 will be the route. 9 hit. Double 8 for the match. 2 darts. He's had to win it. Here's a third for a 6-3 win.
Game shot on the match.
Damon Heta is safely through. He's beaten Ricardo Pietreczko on 5 of the last 6 legs to prevail. The heat is through to the last 16. Average just under 90. 35% on the doubles. 3 maximums. He's beaten Ricardo Pietreczko by 6 legs to 3.
Events, he's won 6 of these over the years.
40.
Including 1 this year in Rosmalen and 1 here in Leicester in 2024. So
140.
the man with the form, you would have to say, but we know that Jermaine Watamina is a man of great talent.
140.
And he's looking at 1-2-4 early on in the piece here, Jermaine. Double 8 to clean it up.
Game shot.
What about that?
In leg 2.
121.
And what to follow though? Oh, the 5th dart goes astray.
140.
Bit of disappointment for those of us watching, but Jermaine seemed to just literally take it in his stride and stroll back to get ready for turn 3 in this leg.
$56.
Right, so, well, the shot is still on, rather fortuitously, but
57.
he can't take advantage of it. So Watamina hit 1-2-4, now needs 1-2-5. And the shot is on. Tops.
Game
oh,
shot.
Magnificent finishing from Watamina. Wow. Sometimes you just got to sit and admire. 3 180s in 3.5 legs.
$93.
What can Ryan Searle do? Max will be good here.
180.
Oh, that's good. Credit Ryan Searle, he's giving himself a chance. And he will get a look at it.
63.
64 then for a first leg.
16, the single leaves tops.
44.
And Watamina now looking at 65 and now looking at tops. Double 10.
55.
He misses twice at double.
His first two misses. Moves the wire. Oh, over. Compensates. Some more missed starts for Ryan Searle. Ottoina for 4-0.
Game shot.
It is 4-0.
Well, Jermaine Watamina took out
92.
1-2-4 in the first leg, 1-2-5 in the second leg, and he's bossed the match ever since. Winning the first 4 legs. Searle's finally got one on the board in the 5th, and he's put a maximum on the score sheet in the 6th.
41.
That's not a good visit. Shots on. It is on now, double 14.
93.
Can't take out the 1-2-1. And the 1-2-9 go.
89.
For 4-2. Double 7. Awkward.
Game shot.
Finds it anyway.
Watamina's to lose, you feel, from here. And this is timing.
180.
Absolute timing. $140.
Well, this is for the match. Double 19.
60.
2 match starts. Gone.
Shots on. He's got to hit treble 20 to leave a poke at the bull. And he can't find it, so Watamina's back. Is he going straight at it again? Splits. Another match start. Been and gone.
6.
4 in total. This would be a steal.
25 scored, yeah.
Double top for a 65 skin saver for Ryan Searle.
Game
there
shot.
it is. 2 at double 19, 2 at double 16 for the Dutchman. Still close. He's not left to finish. He couldn't do. And Ryan Searle certainly has,
140.
albeit a difficult one. Very difficult. That's 120 of them. 39 left, Jermaine.
127.
Great setup. This to snatch it. Another one of those. Leaves him a go at the bullseye for a 164, and he's missed it. Match start missed.
Game shot and the match.
Jermaine Watamina takes it out. He holds on, he hangs on. My word, that was close in the end. He looked like blowing Ryan Searle clean out of Leicester.
From the bullet. There'll be a blip somewhere.
97.
If he is to make it all the way to the final, it's near on impossible, isn't it, to keep averaging those numbers?
Well, if you could average those numbers every match, you'd win most tournaments you entered, if not all of them.
100.
And good as Stephen Bunting is, he doesn't win every tournament he enters.
95.
Having a look at 64 here, Stephen Bunting. Treble 16, treble 8 area. On another single there to leave the double thereof as he moves out towards
Game
that green
shot.
bit and finds it.
$140.
Sedler check. Recovered well.
140.
Well, there's pressure on here. Oh, here we go. Tops for the 154. This time he does take it out. Sedler check. On fire, and a fist pump from Bunting. Of the day here and a Players' Championship event. The maximum for the bullet.
121.
Needs to mind his work here to make sure he levels up again at 4 each from this position.
60.
That does give Sedler check just half a chance here.
85.
Maybe not enough. The bullet, which way will he go? Oh, he hits the ball. The treble 13. Can't find it.
67.
And then he's missed the big number, so he's going to have to burn a dart there. Sedler check in his treble 20. Oh, he can't find it. Pulls it into single
87.
5.
Tops then.
Game shot.
And it's all square again. Still very tight and tense, though. There's 40 points in it, and now 20 in Bunting's favour.
105.
First to a finish. What can Evil Charlie do here? Oh, he'd pay good money for a treble.
41.
That is a darting disaster. 2 visits for Bunting to wrap it up and go through to the semi-finals.
We'll need both of them.
60.
Not over yet.
Certainly not.
Dropped a flight there, Stephen.
Ever the gentleman apologises. Oh, now that just makes it a little bit more interesting.
100.
Because 96 plays 80, but Stephen Bunting to have a crack at that 96 first. This is no gimme.
Why not get a dart and a double? He'd love the treble 21st dart. Can Bunting hit the target? Oh, shot still on, but it's treble 19 for the double. Double 19 for the match to win a
Game
cracker.
shot and match.
the bullet
Stephen
knocks
Bunting.
out Evil Charlie. Carol Sedler-Check, who's played outstanding darts.
Watamina Mike DeDecker game, and it was absolutely
83.
outstanding. 5-2 up was Watamina. They both touched averages in excess of 110, and then he missed 4 darts at a double, only to see
100.
Mike DeDecker reel off 3 consecutive 15 darts, including 2 100+ finishes, and then DeDecker missed 3 at a double
54.
to get it wrapped up, and Germaine stepped in and said thank you very much.
Treble, single, double. Oh, he's got the double at the wrong time, so now it's double 10 for Niels.
Game shot.
They all come alike to the left-hander. It's now 5-6 in the evening local time, and the final will start after both semis are finished with a little gap,
180.
maybe 10 minutes. So probably about 5:30, Mace, won't it, the final?
Yeah.
But
And most of these guys would have been here from around 10ish this morning,
180.
and they would have been on the board for well, at least a good 4, maybe 5 hours of that
101.
8 hours. Of course, Watamina is. Am I right in thinking he's yet to win
99.
a Pro Tour? I'll just double check.
Game shot.
That doesn't. Flicking in between the two. Though why you leave this one, I have no idea.
60.
still in the melting pot here. Zonville looking at 206.
94.
And when you're throwing first in the even-numbered legs and your opponent keeps holding, you're always under the cosh to hold.
100.
So everything becomes a chore for Neil Zonville when he keeps trying to claw back the deficit.
Like I said, Zonville does have a win over Watamina, albeit
56.
a couple of years ago. It was 6-3 in a Players' Championship, but not in a match as what is important as this one.
65.
It was in a round of 32 game.
One stops. And those
36.
2 darts missed at tops gives Watamina the break chance. Double 19 must be hit, and it is to leave tops.
Game shot.
Jermaine Watamina strikes mid-match.
5 from 13. Now he's
105.
just found a leg you dream of.
Well, from 5 from 13, that you can deduce he's missed his last 7, so he did 5 of his
97.
first 6.
Yeah, yeah, exactly like you said. He went from not looking like missing.
Misses.
68.
Misses again. And still the missing streak continues. These won't cost him though, because he'll be back for another 3, at least another 3.
104.
Double 4 the target now. I don't know what to say.
Well, missing's infectious.
Appears to be. That's 12 on the trot.
Game
And he
shot.
throws his hands around and he can't believe it. I doubt if Zonville can believe he's at 5-5. The ball though, 84 remaining. Can't do it. Zonville will be back
55.
at 96 to pull off a remarkable win.
This is a bona fide chance for Niels Zonville now. Double, double 19, double 19. It's the way to go these days. It's the fashionable
56.
way. He couldn't find it. Watamina getting more match starts here at double 16. And he finds it this time. Jermaine Watamina, you talk about staggering over the line, stumbling over the line. The big Dutchman almost tripped up at the final hurdle, but he has got home. Watamina into the final with the edgiest of wins, 7-6 over Niels Zonville.
Bunting needs the treble. Eventually
100.
finds one. And
85.
really, the change in Bunting's game came with the change of weight of dart, hasn't it?
Yep.
And it was some jump, 12 to 18 grams. There's 50% increase. Oh, ball.
Oh,
Game shot on the third leg.
In terms of performance levels, you had to feel for him a little bit because he threw some
91.
wonderful darts and got absolutely nothing for it. With the exception, of course, of winning that night.
30.
Which came on the back of, what was it, 7 or 8 first round defeats?
yeah, 8
8, yeah.
in Berlin. He won,
right.
yeah. Beat Gavin Price in the final in Berlin.
Yeah, the old Mercedes-Benz arena, isn't it?
105.
Looks a wonderful place, that.
It's better,
139.
but it may not matter because Stephen Bunting is looking at 65 for 4 legs on the trot. Outer ball leaves tops. Oh,
Game
he's
shot on the
finishing
fifth leg.
delightfully now, isn't he? He's using both darts. If he's got 2, he's using them. Yeah.
Which has additional pressure, which can affect performance.
This has been an excellent exhibition in the final from Stephen Bunting. This time the lie is awkward for him and he has to disappear
60.
somewhere towards Nottingham to get an angle.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's just the complete player now. He always had bundles of talent from when he was a youth
140.
player. And then, of course, going on, World Masters, World Champion. And now starting to pick up titles in the elite end of the game and back in as a Premier League player.
60.
Can Watamina stop the rot, stem the tide? Or 16.
32.
But he may be back. There's no guarantee because Stephen Bunting in the mood he's in, he's already had a 164. Can he add the 156? He certainly can with that opening dart. Oh, yes, Stephen. Double 18. It's
Game
brilliant.
shot on the sixth leg.
It's Bunting.
13, 12 and 15 with that wonderful 156.
$180.
Well, I wonder when Stephen Bunting has played better than this. And it'll be interesting if he
180.
does convert this 6-1 lead into a win, how he appraises his own performance when Mark Wilson has a chat with him after the match.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how he feels.
I mean, often players are their own
140.
harshest
Yes.
critics. You know that, Chris.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
but I can't imagine Stephen could be in the least bit disappointed with this because this has been absolutely relentlessly brilliant.
131.
I wouldn't put him past taking this out because he's just got it about him.
Well, you may not be wrong, Chris. Double 11. Oh.
113.
Couldn't quite complete the final piece of that jigsaw. And Watamina looking at doubles 8 now.
Game shot on the 8th
Stops the rot.
He left
6
that
straight
late.
legs by Bunting. Watamina finally gets one on the tournament.
Yes.
And he's only 2 turns away now from wrapping it up.
134.
It's been a victory that seemed inevitable probably for 5 or 6 legs now. Ever since he went on that winning streak of legs very early on in the match.
60.
Yeah, he reeled off. Reeled off. What was it? 6. 6 on the spin, yeah. Can he go out with a bit of a bang and do it in style?
Well, he has had a 164. That came in the 3rd leg of the match. 161 for the match in the 11th leg. Won't go.
And the 156 in leg 6, of course.
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir. 82. Game shot on the 11th leg.
Doggedly chipping away.
Bunty here pretty much put this one to bed.
Oh, lovely use of the treble 19.
171.
Exquisite use of the treble 19. To leave him again 2 darts away.
99.
The title. So treble 18 for Stephen Bunting. Got it. Tops. It's brilliant.
Game shot and the match.
It's Bunting.
Stephen Bunting.
As the Bullet wins Players' Championship 18 in Leicester. Jermaine Watamina had no answer to that 6th leg winning streak from Bunting early on in the match. And in the end, the Bullet gets home by 8 legs to 5. A quite brilliant display featuring a 164 and a 156 checkout and a 3-dot average of almost 105 across the match. And his tournament average for the day well in excess of 100. It's been a brilliant day's darts from Stephen Bunting. He's a deserved winner of Players' Championship number 18.